this. I know we can't continue living like this. And I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gonna make a living. Hustle on the block. Paint a picture. Takes my Lord, I'm young and I'm restless. And I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Niners are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Cowboys offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Prescott off play action. He sets to fire deep, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. This is taken at the 23. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
As they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
He's got the completion to Strong. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that takes us from second to third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is taken in at the 5. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. Still a lot of football left in that affair, but we will for sure keep an eye on it. They run the counter now on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll set up a throw. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On the NFL scoreboard, an update and a little bit of a surprise. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. In motion left is Perriman. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And now here's a carry heading left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kevin White with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been, oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. On play action, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. There he goes inside the 30. And the cutback to the sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Elliott. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They give him a gain of 38. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. After the penalty, it's Elliott. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Prescott on third and goal. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's when you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it. But it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 here. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a loss?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space. Kevin White. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin White, 83 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Well, they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. And the Raiders have jumped out to an early lead over the Chiefs. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep it up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Watch it now, Barney. Back up. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Red zone opportunity.
Leopard. Here we go now. Blue, line it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Now back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Strong in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now they try the right side here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got room. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps up, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw here. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Niners on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Oh, Prescott stripped, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And now here come the Cowboys. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 8 yards there on a first down. Now Prescott. Got some real estate inside the 30. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back. So they get one score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Go ahead, take a seat, man. You can't stop me. No. Check, Patriot. No. All right, now, look at 56. Detroit. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 52. Gun. Leopard. Check. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Hey, alert 3.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
All right, now look at 56.
Now they try the right side here.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Strong with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. The Chiefs have scored again to extend their lead a bit. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action now, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Over. All right, here we go.
Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over and over. Over. All right, here we go. Gun.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Knight. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down Cowboys. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
1st down, Prescott. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing, Prescott, buying time to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Spins past it. And now running right through it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A handoff left, Elliott. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 11 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Prescott to throw it. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, now he bowls him over. Kevin White. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. A second down throw for Prescott. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Prescott. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
A final score now from Oakland. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And now here's a carry heading left. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out,